"You're not supposed to give away food. I don't care who he is." The manager's voice cracked across the cafe like a slap. Plates clinked, conversations hushed, and Emily, apron stained with coffee, hands still trembling from pouring soup, stood frozen at the counter. Her eyes drifted to the corner booth where a frail, silver-haired man in a tattered army jacket sat hunched over a bowl of hot chili she'd paid for herself. "He said he hadn't eaten in 2 days," she whispered. "I couldn't just—" "You could have followed protocol," the manager snapped, "and now you're done here. Hand over your apron." Gasps rose from a nearby table. One customer stood to protest, but Emily didn't fight back. She just untied the apron with shaking hands and walked out the back door. Her chest burned, not from embarrassment, but from fury. She hadn't just lost a job. She'd lost faith in a system that punished compassion. The next morning, the booth where the old veteran had sat was empty. The seat still held the outline of where he'd rested. The staff moved around awkwardly, business as usual, pretending they hadn't watched kindness get punished the day before. But around noon, everything changed. The cafe door swung open with a sharp chime, and in walked 3 Marines, all in full dress blues. Polished, poised, purposeful. The tallest one scanned the cafe slowly. His eyes stopped on the manager, who stiffened at the counter. "We're looking for the girl who fed Sergeant Wilkins yesterday," he said, voice steady, eyes unblinking. The manager cleared his throat. "She's no longer employed here." The Marines didn't sit. They didn't order. The second Marine stepped forward, holding a folded letter. "Sergeant Wilkins was our corpsman's grandfather. He passed away last night. But before he did, he told us how she looked at him, not like a burden, but like a hero." The third Marine laid down a Medal of Honor challenge coin on the counter. "You fired the wrong person." Customers began whispering, phones came out, the staff froze, watching. The first Marine continued louder now. "We were going to eat here. We were going to bring others, veterans, families, but not anymore. This place doesn't feed soldiers, it fires those who do." And with that, they turned and walked out. By sunset, the story was already viral. Waitress fired for feeding veteran. 3 Marines deliver justice at Café. Emily was at home, still in tears, when the knock came. She opened the door to find the 3 Marines standing on her porch, one holding flowers, another carrying a white envelope, and the last one saluting. "We took up a collection," the tall one said. "Not just us. The community. Over 6,000 people in 24 hours. Inside the envelope was a check and a job offer. Not at a diner, but at a veterans center, full-time, benefits. And a new title, Community Outreach Director." Emily broke down. "I just gave him soup," she whispered. "You gave him dignity," one Marine said. "That's worth more than anything on the menu." A week later, the cafe closed permanently. Reviews plummeted, boycotts spread, no PR spin could undo the damage. Because people weren't mad over a meal, they were furious about a principle. But Emily, she stood in front of a crowd at her new job, welcoming veterans to a memorial lunch. She wore a name tag that read, "Here, no one eats alone." And beside her plate sat the coin the Marine had left on that cafe counter. Because in a world too quick to punish kindness, one act of humanity became a tidal wave of honor. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.